Hey guys, I'm planning to take on a very extreme challenge that has never been done before, and to be quite honest, it's borderline insanity. I'm not sure why I'm doing this to myself. Not only will I attempt to solo to Mythic, but I will also only use one hero per victory. In total that will be roughly 34 heroes, and I will try my best to maintain a high win rate. Wish me luck and let's begin the journey. decided to stop my win streak. It put me in a trio game, but in order to maintain the balance, it will almost always give me the trio with the lower win rate. And from the intro, you saw what happened in the other games. Unfortunately, in these kind of situations, nothing you can do as a solo player. Probably the only thing you can do is put a sad face and move on. But the journey is still not looking too bad. It's 11 wins out of 14 games, so it's a 79% win rate. I will say it's still pretty damn good, considering solo to Mythic while using only one hero per victory. Anyway, in this game I will be using Zhask, one of the strongest mages in the game. These are the builds and the emblem setup. At the start of the game, put the turret down as soon as possible, so when you finish clearing the wave, his first skill will be available again for the blue buff. Balor's not too bad against Zhask. You can use his second skill to push away the turret. So a good tip will be to wait until Zhask uses his ultimate and then just use Valor's second skill to push the turret away from your team. Don't use his ultimate right away, wait for the right timing. If you engage too soon, the enemies can just simply run away. Valor is making a huge mistake right now. He's wasting his first skill on the turret, which means he won't have it available when he will need it the most. Make sure to activate his spell, Inspire, before activating his ultimate, because once you are inside the turret, you cannot use any spell. The first time I used him, I kept forgetting about it. If you and the turret hit the targets with the second skill, they will get stunned, so always try your best to aim the second skill.
You have slain an enemy. Initiate retreat. Enemy missing. Enemy missing. Your team destroyed a turret. Request backup. Launch attack. Launch attack. Killing spree.
When you use his ultimate again, he will get out of the turret and you can resummon his turret to chase down the target. Also, it regains his HP back to full if the ultimate is still activated, so when you see that the enemies are about to destroy your turret, you can use the ultimate, get out of the turret, and then summon it again with full HP. But if you don't get out of the turret and just use the first skill again, you will still have the same HP.
Thank you. Request backup.
Look in my eyes and listen.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Here I knew the enemies from the top lane was coming to the middle lane, so I'm pinging my team to gather to ambush them. Unfortunately, that did not happen. My team reacted to what they could see on the map.
Launch attack.
In my eyes and listen.
An enemy has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. Launch attack.
One of the most important tips if you really want to improve your gameplay is to stop playing too reactive and instead play more proactive. What I mean is that instead of just reacting to what you see and to what the enemies are doing, try to always be one step ahead of your adversary. If you want to learn more about how to accomplish this, I would recommend the book The Art of War by
Sun Tzu.
Even though I never read the book, but by recommending it and giving some quotes from the book, I think it kind of made me sound a little bit more intellectual, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Look in my eyes and listen.
Mega kill. Double kill. Initiate retreat. Request backup. Request backup. Request backup.
Is a weapon.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill. Double kill. Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat.
You have to be very quick at using his ultimate. A lot of times you will see that the targets can easily run away from his turret if you are not quick enough at resummoning his turret.
You have slain an enemy. Request backup. Initiate retreat.
Omniscient.
Mega kill. Request backup. Launch attack. Request backup. You have slain an enemy. Ally has been slain. Request backup.
Here you can see why you have to be quick at resummoning his turret. Here I was debating between killing Chang'e or Gord. I hesitated and resummoned his turret pretty late.
Your team destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Request backup. You destroyed a turret. Killing spree. Launch attack. Double kill.
You can see how Zhask can instantly melt any hero, even the tank.
Unstoppable. Well played. Attack the Lord.
Is a weapon.
An ally has slain Lord. Wait. Launch attack. Wait. Launch attack. Launch attack. An ally has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. Push first. You destroyed a turret.
You will find that a lot of times when you are carrying solo rank, even if your team is winning by a huge margin, they will somehow find a way to throw the game by doing some silly mistakes.
Unstoppable. An ally has been slain. Shut down. Request initiate retreat. An ally has been slain. Initiate retreat. Request backup. Initiate retreat. Destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat. Shut down. You have slain.
So instead of just flaming them and being extremely toxic, just tell them what was their mistake and hopefully they will correct it later. Unfortunately that doesn't work all the time, but at least give it a try.
Launch attack.
Once again, Lesley is going to do the same mistake, so since she's not learning, I'm telling my team to use her as a bait instead. Because of what I said earlier, now Export is more aware of the map.
An ally has been request backup. You have slain an enemy. Request backup. Double kill.
Remember, you are not the only one who always encounter these kind of inexperienced teammates. Try to think of a way to overcome such drawbacks and come up with a plan.
Wait. Initiate retreat. Attack the Lord.
Fear is a weapon.
Attack the Lord. Mega kill. Launch attack. Initiate retreat. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Launch attack. An ally has slain Gord. Initiate retreat. Request backup.
Always fight around your turret. It's hard to kill you when you're next to it, and if anything, you can always use Winter Truncheon to survive even longer.
Unstoppable. Double kill. An enemy attack. Triple kill.
I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, and I will see you in the next episode.